We are going to interview some nurses that worked, I think. Like I said, some former patients. Some people were coming in person too. Some people are just filling out questionnaires and answering that we can compile the information. And we're doing quite a few like retired staff and maybe and even patients who are adults that can fill out and then some people were interviewing in person. When you're real special and got a lot of stuff to tell us, we're like, we're coming in person. And from there we're gonna, I don't know how we're putting all this together. The celebration's gonna go on all year really, but it's official in March or something.
March 25th is the date that
we actually turn 100.
Right.
So we're still working on the planning stages. We're gonna come up with some kind of memory book. There could be things online. You may see yourself on TV on a, KET or commercial, or we're still working on the platform, I guess. Yeah. Is that correct? That's where we're meeting, and Frankfurt, since we're a state agency, will help put all this together. And take
any other doctors we should talk to? Do you?
I'm trying to think of it, as I see.
I don't know how to get in touch with Dr. Reichert. I used to see him at the U of L games, but I'm not sure I know how to get in touch with him, but he could have been one we could definitely talk to.
Isn't he in the book? Can't you find him?
I'm gonna have to look. If we can find him, he and I talked quite a bit before.
He's
I don't even know, is Dr. Gotti still living or no? He's not, is he? I didn't think so.
He died about two months ago, maybe.
Oh, was that?
Yeah, Leonard died recent. Yeah. It's nice review in the paper.
Okay. Well, I know Dr. Reichert could be one.
Yeah, I'd give him a chance to. I think
he was with us for a long time. I just wasn't sure how to get in touch with him. Where Laura said I could get in touch with you easily. I knew I could find you. I was like, I know I could find Dr. B.
Yeah. But she wouldn't remember any of the old stuff. Well, she wasn't here.
Right. But
what do you think it was like when the kids weren't being seen by the doctors? When they lived there, what do you think those kids did during the evenings or weekends when they weren't being treated? Any idea?
Yeah, they lived a little long, but their families were close enough sometimes that they could come and visit them. But
some of these books talk about the Department of Education sending teachers in, and they were giving them school classes, and they were
even had dentists coming in.
Dentists.
We tried to take care of them totally.
So they had the pool. You mentioned there was a pool, so they did their physical therapy in the pool sometimes.
Right.
Was it a swimming pool or a whirlpool? Swimming pool?
No, it was didn't have a whirlpool. It was a small swimming pool on the first floor. When you look at the goes there now, and that building that goes straight back, well, that was physiotherapy, and the pool was in there.
Okay. When did the kids center come there then? They weren't there then, back then.
We might.
The CP Kids Center that's on the first floor above the commission.
Yeah, we started out in the building on 3rd Street.
Okay.
Right where the nursing home for Norton was, in a brownstone building in the living room. That's where we started.
Okay.
Then the Children's Hospital stopped being a full hospital, and we took over the emergency room area.
Okay.
In that and stayed there.
Well, they're still there, basically.
No, we're back up on the 2nd floor of the old Children's Hospital.
Okay.
On Eastern Parkway.
On Eastern Parkway.
In the building where you were in the basement, or the commission
We
was
were,
in the
the commission
basement.
was in the basement, and then we had that other building out in the parking lot that therapy was in, and then the kids center was on the first floor or whatever.
And then,
Maybe they had the first and
the
second
alcohol
floor.
people,
J-Dac,
the ones,
or Morton Center.
Morton Center, got it. Morton Center.
Was in the
And
building
they,
too?
They stayed up on the third floor, and then they moved to where the old restaurant
Yes, Hazard Hours.
has not. It's everybody's,
My daughter lives by there now, she's
yeah.
in
Wasn't
Germantown.
there something? Yeah.
Yeah. So,
A lot
yeah.
of people went there and said, oh, do I remember this place?
Yes, oh my, golly, you do remember a lot, you might not think you do, but that's a lot. And now Cosair Charities is over there too, in part of it, Cosair Charities.
Yeah.
They're there, and the Hanger Brace, well, that's Hanger, but the Brace Shop is over there too, they're all on that campus. So, and now that, when we moved out to Whittington, I think an autism center moved in, University of Louisville, but I don't know who's there now.
I think you're right.
Dental is in the basement, I think.
Okay,
U of L Dental
alright,
has a clinic there. That's,
so, golly, well, this has been great information, I'm so excited. So maybe I'll have to look hard at finding Dr. Reichert and talking to him.
well, I think,
I did actually see him probably either during the pandemic when it first started at a U of L game, and we talked. And he was with a friend who I then saw the next day at the Y working out, and he was telling me Dr. Reichert was going to have a hip replacement, I believe. But that's been a few years ago, and that he was, retired and just enjoying his family. And
go chase him down.
I'll have to chase him down. He did our myelomeningocele clinic with the spina bifida. That was his kind of focus.
Mm-hmm.
So your clinic was more cerebral palsy and those
Yeah.
kids. I mean, it crossed over a little
It
bit.
did, it sort of sorted out.
It's sort of, we had, if a new patient came and didn't know either doctor, if they had one diagnosis, they went one way, and another, they went another way. But if they were already seeing them in a practice, then they stayed with them.
Right.
So that's kind of how it sorted itself out. So, I don't think I can think of anything else. I think you've done,
Yeah, when you have to, remember, you can't, right?
that's all right, but
So,
you have my number if you want to add anything, but I think that's really good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I was just excited to get to come to see you, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
I don't have your number.
Let me write it down.